I started my career after my uh, first graduation in industrial psychology. So I kind of spent 5 years doing, my studies in psychology, specializing there. Uh, had a very idealistic mindset when I joined a career in HR. And fortunately or unfortunately, I ended up being in a IR function. So there, though industrial psychology background was helpful, none of the theories of motivation, learning, or leadership, or any of thing has to do anything with any of that. It was, um, termed negotiation, but end of the day, it was like, fighting over the table, like negotiating the pretext of negotiating, using some words, the verbal bullying and other stuff to get the stuff done. So I spent 15 years in HR. I spent like 13 years into what they say is the negotiation, which has a great scope in Kerala. If you see somebody with IR is a sort out a professional. Outside Kerala, this is unheard of. Nobody knows what is an IR or what is a page issue. So I'm kind of stuck to Kerala at the moment. So when I got promoted and I was given the my senior actually left the company, so I was given the charge of the complete HR activities that would include recruitments, trainings, etc., etc. So my initial point of view was, though it was like up 10, 15 years, like I was been in a different field, I was like, there are people to manage that. Just need to ensure that things get done. But then when we started thinking in the diagnostic point of view, what's going wrong, then I had to start with few things like we have to introduce a separate onboarding orientation schedule so that the new joinees are handholded properly so that the new hire attrition comes down. Um, Same way, I was actually into a job and I introduced a job analyst questionnaire, which is pretty much like a 16 pages job analysis questionnaire which an HOD has to fill when they are raising a manpower request, so that one they are they just say, okay, I don't want it right now because I can't fill a 16 pages. So job analysis was a thing which I was focusing into when I joined this program. So I kind of, the Sullivan questionnaires, everything I pulled up. I made a job analysis questionnaire, but and I was almost sure that I didn't miss anything. But the first class you gave me that job element analysis, which was a miss. So then I went back and added that to the questionnaire, making it a 17 pages. So when I came back here, I didn't had a there the module was shared, so there was something from competencies and etc. etc. So I had or rather I had a feeling that I had some knowledge on competencies and other stuff. So I was like, it's uh, the cakewalk, there'll be some refreshing of the all theories and other stuff. But uh, totally contrary to what I had in my mind. It was a very practically oriented sessions, and it's like when you learn something. I also same time I similarly got an idea of how to take it out and how to implement it in my company. I actually could attend the first two sessions with the full attention. I think last session I missed. Um, this was again okay. So even with the two sessions that I attended, I at least have sketched some good initiatives for the next 6 months to come, which I'm sure is going to yield some results. And now to just um, what like Abhilasha just said, you have a very vibrant personality, and you know how to even when it's more than answering questions, how to make the attendees, cooperate, get the answers themselves, to lead them to, the answers, without giving the proper answers, just giving the straight answers straight away. So how they come with an answer. So that's a very good pedagogy that you are, using for this training, and coupled with your vibrant, self, that's giving a good aura to the program. I never had a seriously, I didn't had a this expectation about the program. I never attended any proper certification programs in last 7 or 4 years because from what I was doing, all this was irrelevant. Now only it's coming relevant. So, but thank you. This was such a wonderful training program. It's been very helpful. I already started working on some stuff in at least in my own way. Not the full thing, but trimmed down versions maybe, but
Yes.
from my point of view, it's irrelevant that as of this stage, only people can take that much because nobody is that
Yeah.
free to.
Yeah.
So baby steps there, but it's definitely going to make some change, and a change that can be captured as a metric.
Hmm.
I could even show you. I even prepared a department scorecard with all the stuff, and I'm in the process of sending it out for January
Very
and
good.
February tomorrow. So
Very good.
uh, thanks to you for all that.